Why should Geometry Dash cost more than $4 on Steam? This is a very interesting question, and I have a lot of thoughts about it because it's not only going to be because of 2.2, but it's also going to be regarding the game developer that we have, also regarding the game itself, the community, and all of these things. So, as we know, Geometry Dash costs $4 or euros on Steam, but on Google Play it costs $2 if you want to get it without the ads and also all the features. But RobTop has memeingly said that he's going to increase the price to $69.99, which is kind of funny. I'm not going to lie, but whether this should really be changed to a different amount, not specifically $69 because that's way too much, but I came up with a bunch of reasons as to why Geometry Dash should cost more on all platforms, or at least Steam, because I think the experience of playing Geometry Dash on Steam is way different than mobile, and it's way better and more convenient overall. You have like the hotkeys in the editor and stuff like that, which also makes sense. You also have like the high texture quality. Not sure if that's going to be for mobile as well in 2.2, but you also have like the hotkeys in here, which is pretty cool. So from what we have seen, RobTop has said that 2.2 is going to be as big as every single update combined. So basically, if you calculate all the features that we have right now in Geometry Dash 2.0, going from the blocks, the mechanics, the physics, the new game modes, the speed changes, the duel, all of this stuff, the map packs, the gauntlets, weekly, daily, featured, the epic, all of these guys, the leaderboard, the profiling thingy with the comments, with the friends, all the main levels, all the hundreds of icons, all the triggers in the editor, and the ability to play all online levels and much more. You have to calculate all of this now times 2 or even more, which is why I think 2.2 is... We all know 2.2 is going to change Geometry Dash forever. And with that, I think that there should be a different pricing for 2.2, because I think it would be way too cheap, considering that it's a competitor with Unity and also GameDot. I think that's how the game engine is called. You have to pay like yearly or monthly subscription in order to like use them. You have Unity, you have Unreal, and now you're gonna also have Geometry Dash 2.2. So I think $4 forever is kind of low, not gonna lie, considering how many new features we have and also how many incredible things we can do with the game editor alone. So yeah, for that I would say, okay, let's be realistic here. With all its new features, we are probably gonna have a game that we can explore for at least 4 to 5 years before we discover every single feature, although I think it's gonna take way longer than that, but let's just be realistic and don't like over-exaggerate stuff. Let's say 4 to 5 years, which is why I think maybe for now $6 to $7 is enough on Steam for Geometry Dash 2.2. However, this is only from the side of how big the update is, and also this game is specifically aimed at teenagers and just like young children, but not really nowadays, because we see a lot of big YouTubers, very cool people doing content and stuff, and also people throughout these 7 years, people used to be children, but now they are all grown adults, but they still play the game, which is mind-blowing to me. So it literally transformed from a children game into an adult game pretty much. I mean, like we play it right now, so, and all of that in matter of one single update, which I think is actually mind-blowing. But yeah, I think considering that, people may say, children don't really have a lot of cash, they maybe just yoink money from their moms to buy games. However, Minecraft is also a children's game. I'm gonna put it out there, even though I have only played it once or twice. But it costs like $20 or something. And there are also a bunch of DLCs that you can get for it, which is kind of unfair for GD. It costs only $4, and you have this huge editor now coming in with 2.2 with a ton of features. And I mean, we have access to so many mini games. Like, you can pretty much play any mobile game you want in here. You can go to levels from like 7 years ago and play Flappy Bird, which is just mind-blowing. So yeah, for this game being like a not really children's game now, but an adult game, I would say, so people might be able to afford it. I would say let's increase the price to $10 for now, and let's now calculate who RobTop is and why this game should increase its price due to its developer. So Geometry Dash, this is where Geometry Dash started. It was literally a rip-off from the Impossible game. An Impossible game, you can like play it for free with a bunch of ads and that's it. And we went from this to 10 years, 10 full years where RobTop is consistently adding features to the game. Now, I'm not saying publishing updates to the game, but 10 whole years of adding features to Geometry Dash. You may say, well, in the last 7 years, we haven't gotten any features, but there were still features being added to the game. To 2.2, there are so many new things. And it just makes me wonder, like, this game was one of those games that people used to play in 2014, where, you know, during that time of Flappy Bird, Temple Run, and all of these OG games, and nobody of these developers really did something about their game. I mean, they just made a game, updated it a little bit, you know, made a bunch of ads, DLC and stuff, and pretty much just left the game. But RobTop, he's kept working on this game for 10 years, and he kept adding features, which is, it's just mind-blowing to me that you can come up with so many new features to add to a game like this. It's just unfathomable to me. I've made games in the past, and in like the third or fourth update for my game, I could not come up with any cool new original ideas, yet we can see RobTop coming up with incredibly original and fun new features. For example, you can take a look at the platformer mode or the new game modes. You know, in every update we get a new game mode. That's just a tiny thing in the whole update, and it's just insane thinking about how this developer, I really want to like really know how is RobTop doing that. Like, it's something that you would say is completely normal, but it really is not if you think deep about it. 10 whole years of adding features to a platformer game. It's a very simple 2D game about like jumping above spikes, and that's it. And he kept the game alive for 10 years. It's just mind-blowing to me. However, we gotta say, the game has been kept alive lately probably by the community itself and not RobTop, but without RobTop, all of these features would not even exist. So while I like to give props to the community, I would also like to give them to RobTop. And now let's take a look at why this information is even important when discussing about why the game's price should rise a little bit. Like, this game developer, we are 10 years into Geometry Dash, and I see Discord messages from him saying, you know, I have like 3 new game mode ideas for 2.3, I have 130 new platformer ideas, and a ton of new systems planned for 2.3. And I'm like, how can you come up with so many features for a game like this? And none of them seem unoriginal. Like, believe it or not, every single trigger that he added in 2.2, for example, that I've talked about in my previous video where I ranked every single trigger, like, all of them are unique and really useful for the game. I can't understand how he can come up with stuff like this. So seeing RobTop as a game developer like this, I think we do deserve like an increase in the price for just for this developer itself, you know. And he's not like any other developer in the game that, you know, leaves us behind and doesn't pay attention that much into informing its community or engaging with the community. He's exactly the opposite of that. And many people may say this is way too much saying about RobTop, but this is something that you don't see in any other game developer, which is why I really want to put respect into that. I can't imagine he has been on Discord and he has sent 12,000 messages on Discord. And myself, I have posted only 9,000. He has sent like 3,000 more messages than me, which is mostly just news and telling us new stuff about the update, you know. This is something that I have never seen in any other game, in any other community, which is why I just want to put respect into that. And, you know, the fact that he has been, you know, struggling to get the update out is also kind of understandable. However, some debates may occur under that, so we're gonna have to see how that's gonna play out, hopefully in November. But yeah, despite all of this, I think the fact that he is still wanting to update the game, he never said that he's wanting to retire or sell the game or something like that, we can see that he really likes this community and he doesn't want himself to just vanish from it. He wants to be a part of it. And I think this is something that we should value a lot. And many people just say, haha, where is 2.2 and stuff like that. But I think we should do the exact opposite and just give him back what he's been doing for us. And you know, aside from the roastings and stuff like that, we do roast him back though, for real. I think we should raise the game's price from $10 now to let's say $14 or $15. So that's like a little bit cheaper than Minecraft, Cringecraft, I mean. And yeah, I don't know what to say, to be honest, but let me know what do you think about this situation? Do you think it should raise the price even? Because I feel like it really should. Like 2.2 is way different than 2.1 and it's just a different game. It just feels like every time I see like RobTop sending a new video, I'm like, wait, we don't have this, we don't have this, we don't have like the majority of these guys, we don't have this extended stuff, we don't have the game mode that he's playing right now, we don't have like the majority of things, which goes to show most of the things are completely new, which I think deserves a price up. However, you know what, I think it would be cool if on release he like increases the price to $10 maybe. I think 15 is a little bit too exaggerated for a game like GD, but yeah, I feel like he also likes to keep the pricing low on all of the games, like $2 on mobile for Geometry Dash. It's not much at all. And yeah, so for that I would say maybe $9.99 or something, but on the 2.2 release you would have a sale that brings it down to like $4, so like its original price. But after like a few months, maybe after like 30 days, you can return the price to $10. So like the early dudes, the GG dudes, can get it for a cheap price. But seeing that, you know, if many people come to Geometry Dash, it's gonna flood the servers, which is not good. So you can just increase the price, you know, high demand, just do stuff about it. I don't know, politics and stuff, very boring stuff. But yeah, what do you guys think? I think a price up is necessary, but I don't know how much. 69 is obviously way too much, and realistically thinking, I think $9.99 is fine. $9.99 is pretty cool. So yeah, make sure to slap. Let me see. Oh, yes! No! Oh my god, I did it, but I forgot to let go. Okay, alright. Completed these 3 challenges and this one as well, which was pretty cool. And I also died at like, 87%? Come on, I want to try it one more time. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. I've said this like 3 times now. I keep forgetting what I'm saying, but let's see how far I can get this attempt. Hopefully far, because I have practiced this a lot right now. So let me just get the first coin, boom, like that, and then a bit of strafe. Okay, I will just leave you guys. Bye bye.